All right. So first of all, let's just start with how was your trip to NOLA?
Okay. I love that. Real juicy. Nola was amazing. I love the music. I love the art, the culture, the people, the food. What else? Just the sightseeing, the going around from each place and just learning all the different areas. I listen to the bounce music all the time, so now I can finally put, a name to go with a picture of where they from and what they talk about when they repping each ward. You know what they be saying. Y'all know what Reedy done said. The ninth ward, they got the best. So if you know real bounce music, they always name it different places. So now I got to see different areas. So I'm really feeling myself. Honestly, now the next time that I come back, I'm not a guest, definitely a native, not a vet yet, but definitely a native. So I'm definitely going to come back again and experience more. It was very exciting. It was just good, just being in a different place, just having a different change of scenery. The air just felt different. Even when I got here, I just felt like it was positive. I felt a good lively vibe. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to just move and get in the zone. And I feel like I did a good amount respectfully of shaking.
Okay, next question. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. So I have this one topic that's just been on my mind heavily.
Okay.
Okay, let's just make this very clear. It's been on my mind heavily because I feel like me personally, I'm not just one person. Although I'm one person, I have different layers.
Okay.
Okay. So the topic is other people's perspective of you. So how do you
Ooh.
feel other people's perspective is of you? And do it bother you? Do it motivate you? Do it discourage you? Or do it depends on who it is? The
Okay.
setting, the time?
Well, I would definitely start off by saying everybody's perspective of me probably holds one like or a few core values because ultimately at the heart who I am is always going to remain the same and wherever I stand up. But you will definitely say that some people have seen different sides of me based off our closeness. Some people have seen different perspectives of me based off the season that they were brought into my life. Some people have seen different perspectives of me just even based off our conversation, based off the level they can handle it or how far I could go, or you know what I'm saying, based off that conversation. Determine whether or not, where their perspective of me would be because I kind of meet people where they at. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So some people's perspective of me might be, oh, Blessing's very sweet, but she a firecracker. Some people have never got a firecracker side of me, so they'll say, oh, Blessing's very sweet and she's very helpful. Some people say, oh, Blessing's very nurturing, but she'll snap off on your ass real quick. So the difference between being a firecracker and snapping off. I might talk a little shit. Being a firecracker, it might just keep going, 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 going. You know what I'm saying? So it's all just different. Some people's perspective might be, a blessing's very kind, but she gonna tell it like it is. And some people will be like, a blessing's just a fun party girl. That's your perspective of me. Nobody's perspective, honestly, of me ever bothers me, discourages me, puts me down. I always take it as a grain of salt just because your perspective of me was based off your experience of me. So what did you do for me to act that way? You get what you give out. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like your perspective of me determines who I am. You just got who I was in that time frame based off who you were, what you did, our closeness, your values, your mindset, where I could meet you. So, but it never bothers me. It's never going to deter me from who I am. I'm going to keep remaining that way, whether you like it or not. It's always something about me that drew you this way to begin with. So I feel like you kind of already knew the perspective of who I was before you really started talking to me or as you was getting to know me. So it don't bother me if that ever changes in between because that means you switched up. So you got something different. So yeah.
So is it always that other people switch, or do you sometimes feel like those people are not a good fit for your life anymore?
I feel like it could be a little bit of both. And honestly, I feel like they coexist. Like I can say they switched up, but at the same time, it could have also been their season in my life that time was up. You know what I'm saying? Like it was time for me to let them go, or it was time to close that door, or they switched up excuse me, it made it easier for me to see, like, okay, no, I need to close this door immediately. Oh, this is not a place that I need to be. Oh, this is bringing me here and here and here. So I feel like they kind of coexist. It depends on, your intentions, what I find out about you, how we continue to go in a relationship, whether that's a friendship, relationship, whatever. It's just kind of like that for me. Like, I feel like they coexist. So yeah, I feel like some people have really switched up on me, and that's probably who they were, but I just didn't see it because my perspective of them was such and such and such until they showed me otherwise. And that's kind of what I meant when I was saying that, like, your perspective of me can be whatever it is, but you clearly did something for me to feel like I needed to change any type of way, or snap at you, or go off, or just even give you the real. Sometimes people just don't like the honesty. That's the big one. The truth hurts. So yeah, that's how I feel like I'm at with it. What about you? What are you thinking? Like, do you feel like people's perspective of you kind of shift based off the things that you do, or do you think it's based off the levels that you reach? Because I mean,
Because I just want to say I am really big on doing what I feel is best for me.
okay,
Um, just because I might listen to somebody's perspective don't mean I'm gonna apply it, or I might not apply everything that they tell me.
okay,
I don't feel like it changes me in a negative way. If
okay.
anything, it's gonna make me better. Because if you say something negative about me, I'm gonna show you it was always a positive plus a positive.
I had to double it, show you this and then some.
So, and I also feel like the things that people do or say is a reflection of them,
No,
and it has everything to do with them and not me. But
project them.
yeah, basically,
Hmm.
yeah. So no, people's perspectives don't bother me.
Hmm. And do you feel like they change kind of when you reaching a new level that people would say, like,
I definitely feel that it's like because I feel like I didn't grow up in like also normal not only neighborhood. Well, I wouldn't even say neighborhood, but when I grew up, it was in I guess the household
okay,
wasn't like very proactive. So it kind of like I feel like I've always been ahead of my time, but you might meet me in different seasons.
oh, okay, I like that
So
one.
I think that's really what it is. Like you might have met me in a season where that was okay. You might have met me in a season where that this is what I needed from you. You might have met me in a season where that way of communicating was okay. Or you might have met me well, it's still kind of the same thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
you might have met me in a season. I'm even gonna say need
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot that I want that I don't have. But I am a person, if there's a will, there's a way. So a lot
That
of times
part.
I have been placed in positions because I know that. And I'm not even gonna say being placed, I placed myself in those positions. So yeah,
Okay.
definitely like definitely not changing me. Cause if anything, it's gonna make me better.
That
You're
part.
never gonna find me where you love me at mentally, spiritually, or physically.
That's very
Something is
true.
gonna be different. I'm always rebranding. And I just feel like anybody that I'm around, like you said, something steering me that way. Something. And it's and I might just take that what I need and go. Cause you know what they say, baggage is heavy. For till.
But still, okay. And it's
But
expensive. It will cost you too. And sometimes it don't have to be funds. It can most definitely be your spiritual meaning, your
your peace. And
mental
peace
well
is
being,
if it
physical.
costs me my peace, it got to go. Cause you're not gonna disturb me.
That part.
You're not gonna disturb my peace.
Disruptions are distractions.
And I don't even know how long I got to live. So you're gonna disturb me in my limited lifetime?
That part.
No. And you also definitely not gonna get on my phone and piss me off. The phone that I pay the bill on every month.
Okay.
See you next time.
No, seriously. And that's why I'm like, I honestly feel like when you do reach a new level or when you are doing something new, it is true when they say like you do hear from somebody smaller, it ticks them off. So their perspective of you is different because they was probably looking at you like, not this girl, not the girl that I know. She probably couldn't do it, but they seeing that you do it, and it's like their perspective is like, okay, wait, she can do it. So now, what other box can I put her in?
Honestly, I don't even think that's that. I
Really?
feel like they know your potential out top. That's why they try to put you in a box. And so that's where people use like certain tactics. They might feel like, okay, you come from a broken home. So you don't, like you say, I don't know what love is. Like, I'm not saying that's what you say. But I have been a person, I can witness myself saying that because I am a loyal person. Because what the fuck love got to do with it?
Oh, y'all hear that? Tina didn't know what she was
love,
talking about. Nothing against you, Miss Turner. I respect that.
Who?
Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it?
Oh, I honestly thought you said TD, but let's skip over that.
No. Fatil.
So yeah,
I said Tina Turner.
No, because for real, because love is just like a feeling. Like I'm bored, I'm hungry. It's something you feel, but you can definitely feel it more intense. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel things more intense than others, but love is a feeling. Like I can be deeply in love, I can be really hungry. You know what I'm saying? I can have a massive headache or I can have a light headache.
That's true.
So
it's levels to it.
Yeah, it's definitely levels to it.
But it's not number one, or it's not the most important, or it shouldn't define the way that you move.
I mean, but it is in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I definitely
unconditional love that the Lord has for you.
Right.
And it does say love others.
Above all, love thy neighbor.
Yes, and love can show up in different forms. Though.
Yes.
It can be from a distance.
That's definitely. And
love
it also can be like
boundaries.
Very true.
Love can be from you just deciding that no longer serves a purpose in your life and is best in the best interest of the both of you before it goes into another direction, to go ahead and nip it in the bud here, because I love you enough to keep you safe and love me enough to make sure that I don't put myself in any predicament or situation that can jeopardize my future.
Facts.
So yeah, definitely, love is, it's never enough. It's not number one. It's not even in the top 4. I don't know if that's debatable.
Okay, so that's it. Next question.
Not in the top 4. If y'all do want to know more about what are the top 4 before love even gets there, I can tell y'all, but Tommy don't want. We'll say that for another episode called What's Love Got to Do with It?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Why not? I'm just saying. So it's not even number 4 on my list, guys.
How has your experience with faith been as an entrepreneur?
Ooh, that's a big one. That one is that is really good. Okay.
I love that.
I could definitely say that it has been a blessing in disguise, because I feel like in the midst of it all, through the ups and downs, I've learned a lot about myself. I've pushed myself to heights that I've never been before. I've explored things that I typically wouldn't touch just because I didn't think I could do it, or what I would talk my spirit out of because my flesh would try to take a hold. So I feel like for me, my faith throughout being an entrepreneur has been, I'm not going to front and make it seem like my faith has always been the strongest. I will definitely say I've had my days where it was up and it was down. They say you're not supposed to question God, but I feel like when you have a real bond and relationship with God, you don't necessarily question him, but you are allowed to ask questions and he will still be able to give you answers, even if sometimes that answer is telling you, don't dig deeper into that, be silent on that. He might give you a dream, he might give you a period stop somewhere and telling you, hey, that's enough of that, or whatever the case may be. So I don't always feel like it's wrong to say, God, okay, what is this supposed to be teaching me? Why was this revealed to me? How am I supposed to use my purpose to fit in this situation? You know what I'm saying? Is this what you're teaching me for something that's supposed to go against me or for me? You know what I'm saying? Are you teaching me this as a lesson? Are you teaching me this as something that I'm supposed to learn from? So I feel like that is where I was a lot of the times with my faith. I was questioning in that type of format because I was curious, okay, we got into this roadblock. What is this roadblock supposed to teach me? We got into this other hurdle. How am I supposed to cross over it? When I got to it, that's when I was like, okay, God, not necessarily saying, God, why are you throwing this hurdle at me? But God, how do you want me to cross over this hurdle? Is there a certain way? You know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to wait for you to tell me? Or are you just going to remove the hurdle out of my way to tell me to continue to proceed forward? So I should just wait patiently and be calm to get your confirmation. So a lot of the things throughout being an entrepreneur, I had to learn to not question as well because it was taken away from the true meaning of faith. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to hope for things that are not seen. You're
My
supposed
ass
to trust.
not itching, by the way. It's just the shorts. I have shorts under here. Go ahead.
You're supposed to trust in the things that are not seen. You're supposed to trust in, believe that God is already making a way. You're supposed to also believe that it's already done. So when it comes to that, you can't make those questions of God, why are you doing this to me? You can't have those questions of God, why this again? You have to change up your format. And if you are going to question God, you ask God how it's supposed to work for your good. You ask God, how am I supposed to show up in this lesson that you're teaching me? God, what am I supposed to take for me? Open my eyes, open my ears, give me a word, nourish my soul. Those type of things that I feel like helped me when it came to just battling with my flesh and battling with my spirit in the midst of entrepreneurship, because it does take a lot of faith. Sometimes you're not going to have it, but you still got to do it. Sometimes you barely got it, but you still got to do it. It doesn't stop for you, and because of the stuff that you have going on in life. And I feel like I had to definitely learn how to separate those two, take more faith in myself than taking faith on helping my family and thinking everything else would work out for me. Sometimes, a lot of times with faith, you have to realize that it requires separation, not from God, but with God. So it separates you from other things and isolates you into that time where you get yoked in with God, and He shows you through the things that you typically wouldn't see because the distractions were in the way, how to navigate better, how to trust Him better, how to move as well. Don't get it twisted. Faith is not just believing that it's going to happen as well and just knowing that it's already done. You have to do the work. Faith without work is dead. We read this, we see this in our Bible, we see this in scripture, we see this in word, we see this in sermons. Faith without work is dead. So I also still have to be doing. I have to be praying. I have to be making those sacrifices. I have to compromise. I have to be patient. I have to continue to stay locked in with God. I still have to keep God in the beginning, middle, and the end of it all. You know what I'm saying? I can't get discouraged. I can feel sad. Like you say, it's a feeling. We feel love. We feel those, but it does pass. After I eat, I feel better. I'm a little hungry, but after I eat, I feel better. What they like to say, she must be hungry.
Right.
Hey, I am. You right.
That's the only example you could have used. I mean, well, I'm just saying, you just said after you eat, you're all right. But you know what?
She must be hungry. So with that being said, I am. But after I do get that food, I feel fulfilled. I feel nourished. So then I'm feeling a little different. I'm not in the same head space that I was, or in that mindset that I was when that was going on. And that's all I was trying to say. I'm gonna let you girls figure out the rest, but I just want to give that piece because I definitely feel like faith altogether is very versatile. It's very up and down. But when you are able to see like the different ways that your faith shows up in business, taking a chance on yourself, even if you're going to school, even if you're trying a new career field, like faith shows up in different ways everywhere, but it's all the same concept. And so just like how Tommy just said, how is my faith when it comes to entrepreneurship? It's the same concept. I still believe and trust in things that, that God already has the way and that, it's already taken care of and that I still have to do the work, but it looks different. You know what I'm saying? My personal life versus my entrepreneur life are two different ways. So my faith shows up different in those ways. There are more sacrifices or different kind of sacrifices that I'll take being an entrepreneur that I wouldn't take being a business owner, just because that is supposed to grow me as a woman and being a business owner. And that one is actually supposed to help grow my business. So, yeah.
Wait, huh? I lost that one. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
You said one is supposed to grow you as
a business owner as a woman, and one is supposed to help me in just entrepreneurship as itself. So I feel like I said, faith altogether is the same. That's the same concept. I believe that in this area of entrepreneurship and in this area as me growing as a businesswoman, because it doesn't just have to be in that business. Me growing into businesswoman in general, just as a woman, just going into a professional field at a older age. With now more exposure, with now more experience, more things on my resume is different than how it was when I was younger. I would definitely say that my faith shows up different when I'm stepping out to go to a networking event. God's teaching me, okay, there's certain things that you have to do with your mouth. And I'm supposed to trust that and have faith that when I'm speaking in these rooms, I'm planting the seeds. But when I'm making candles, process might be a little different. It might be a little longer, but I gotta remember that I have the faith to know that I'm still going to get this finished product that I want. And even if this don't come out right, all I'm doing is perfecting my craft. So it shows up in two different ways, but it's still the concept of knowing God is handling everything all together. You know what I'm saying? This is just for the development as me as a woman, and this is the development as me as an entrepreneur. But they're going to coexist together. You know, they're going to find this balance because ultimately the whole concept is the same. Believing and trusting in God, doing that extra work, making sure that you're praying, staying locked in with Him, opening up your eyes and your ears and your spirit to His sound, to His word, to His signs. He gives it. You know, He is not always just going to be in the book. It's not always going to be in church. It's not always going to be on the radio. It's not always going to be in a song. It's going to be in a sermon. It might be in the person that you meet that day. You know what I'm saying? You might see it, somebody driving, they might have a bumper sticker on there and you didn't know that you needed that word, but you found it. And it wasn't inside the Bible like it was, but it led you that way. You know what I'm saying? Just all those different signs that I feel like God always gives you that I used to definitely fall habit of saying coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Because when you kind of look up things in a dictionary, you kind of think like, okay, this is considered a coincidence, but no, it's all spiritual timing. Everything is spiritually aligned.
You know, I am so big on everything happen for a reason.
Yes.
And you know, I'm so spiritual. Like, it's just the perspective of it. And I wish I would have knew that a long time ago. Because, like, even through day-to-day life, yeah, I do get frustrated. I'm human. But just thinking back, it's just like now, sis, even now when we get on the phone, I'll be like, okay, let me switch my perspective, because once I switch my perspective, I'm going to see the bigger picture of it.
Yes.
Like, why I just got a flag? You know, why did I just walk outside and it was a flag? Then I'm on my way to work when I finally leave, and then it's a tragic accident. And the whole time, I probably could have been in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
I could have been hit. You never know what that person was mentally going through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like thinking of it as an inconvenience, but the whole time it's God protection.
Saving you.
So that's why no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Not one. Not at all. And that is very true.
Yeah.
Like,
but
when you say prayed up, you protected.
Have you guys joined the mailing list?
Oh, okay. Have
Let's
you guys?
talk about it.
Please.
Okay.
Definitely want to mention that. Is it easy for you all to navigate? Please let us know in the comments. If you need help, contact us on the website as well. Once you scroll all the way to the bottom of the home page, let us know. You know, I'm trying to join the mailing list, but such and such.
Okay, we see y'all.
We'll try to walk y'all through.
I'm looking.
Okay. We got some members.
Oh my God, look, girl. Now we selling out.
Okay.
Period.
They're
eBay.
great at the pop-up shop, not eBay popping. Yes, like seriously. So if y'all need help with that, let us know, because we definitely want you all to be members. We want y'all to take full advantage of these exclusive discounts and these deals and promotions that we do have for you. 10% off those that join the mailing list. So I mean, if you didn't know, now you know. And if you knew and you need help,
and don't
let
forget,
us know.
you can contact us. Contact us anytime, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 via email. If there's any questions you're having, please don't hesitate to reach out. Here we have on set with us, Fierce Salted Caramel. I think you made that.
It's given. Bliss and Grace made it, guys. I want you all to know. Okay? Bliss and Grace made it, and they put everything they needed into it. Handcrafted. Okay?
Fertility poured.
Okay. Like, yes. So,
right.
I love it. Very sweet, but
For real.
subtle.
On a real. Contact us, y'all, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We are closed on Saturday and Sunday. Please let us know if there is anything we don't have on the website that y'all looking forward to.
Yes.
Because we're bringing it. And for my girls that's been asking us for the incense, they are coming.
Oh, okay. What else do we have in store for them? Should I say it? No.
A blessing.
What? I do. Y'all, I'm not good with secrets.
The girls want to know what we have in store. Not too much.
Okay. I see that sometimes y'all like to lay in y'all king size bed. I like to enjoy sitting on y'all nice, lavish sofas. So we in the process of getting y'all some linen sprays, room sprays. Okay. Okay.
We got y'all though.
Well, yeah.
Y'all know a blessing is the message.
I can't hold water, even though I'm a water sign. I can't, because I love mess.
Let's not dig in it because you know what happens.
Catch that. I love mess.
Hey, but you know what happens when you dig in it.
What? They knew it was thinking before they started stealing it.
Cut. Can we cut it?
Mm-mm. The girls need to hear that. But we're going to say that for another episode because Tommy tries to tell me I'm not supposed to spoil everything up in one episode. I be trying because I want y'all to get this. I really want y'all to get it here right now while I'm saying it. Don't want y'all to miss a beat, a second, a word, nothing. Please don't miss time either. Don't get it confused. Please make sure y'all don't miss what she's saying. I made sure her mic is up loud.
Why?
So that she can speak. We did a mic check. So I need y'all to hear that. Sometimes she gonna say it real soft.
Refine your space with an elegant fragrance, luxury wooden wicks, and a timeless perm. Ooh. That's all I got to say. Shop with a purpose.
Shop intentionally.
And make sure you're not coming to get notes for your sister. Bye-bye. See y'all next time.
Until next time. Fatil. Notes for your sister?
What's wrong? What's happening?
I thought we were playing nice.
I don't play games. Tricks are for kids.
For children.
The only thing I like to play with is my vibrator. That's it.
All right, y'all. And I thought it was going to be me.
What happened?
And I thought it was going to be me.
To do what?
Let that mouth get to running and flowing. Until y'all. Should I stop it now? Oh, okay. We got to see how that was.
I think it was a good episode.